Cut out the jibber jabber. Don't be babbling like a fool. Say what you got to say. That's all. Then shut your dang pie hole.
Well, everyone, welcome back to the Prepared Mind channel, Zero Dark 30. Oh, here we are, folks. We're now in February. Look out. Look out. The Democrats are calling for violence, folks. Again, once again, yet another elected Democrat in Washington is doing what? He says we need a street fight to stop Trump and Musk from cutting spending. I've got some questions. I've got some serious questions. One of those questions is, why do we need a street fight? Shouldn't this be something that we intellectually handle? Can't we discuss the purpose and point of spending and taxing? No, we need violence. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. They lost the election. That's right. They lost the election. So instead of, campaigning for the next election, instead of saying, hey, everybody, can't we just talk about this? They want to go to violence. Did we or did we not just yesterday discuss and report about the reverend, the pastor, the religious dude who from his pulpit told his parishioners that, it's time for violence, right? Because Elon Musk is the devil. Yeah, we've had Hakeem Jeffries call for violence, Mad Maxine Waters call for harassment and violence. It is not refreshing, folks. I hope you're prepared for what they have in mind. Now, the frustration levels, I get it, but let's look at this spending. These Democrats are calling for more spending. Based on what? For what purpose? One of the ideas I heard is, well, people are now relying on that government spending. And oh, yeah, I get it. I mean, kind of like when us, the people, we rely on being free to go about our business, to do business, but we are constantly, continuously thwarted by government with both regulations and taxes. There's no mercy or love given to us. But they want that money, they want that tax money, so they can spend it however they see fit. And if you dare criticize, or heaven forbid, have the power to investigate and discover fraud and put an end to it, well, we can't have that. This really is coming down to a major battle, if we want to use that term. They are the ones calling for a fight. They're the ones calling for violence, intimidation. They're the ones inciting terrorism. All I want, and I think all Americans want to do, is for government to serve some very simple functions, like protecting us from danger, from threats, and protecting us so that we can enjoy our rights and our lives. That concept, I think, is lost on a lot of these politicians. That's the purpose, the true purpose of government is to allow us to live our lives as we see fit. Our freedom, our lives, our comforts. Right? The fruit of our labor is what we are supposed to enjoy. We're not put here to be their slaves, but that's what they see. And they are now saying, well, we're going to have to fight over this. Very much like a bully. And who says, give me your lunch money. And you're like, that's my lunch money. You're like, no, I'm bigger than you. I'm taking it. And then you, and I have personal experience with this, outgrow the bully and discover the bully is not who they say they are. They're not able to control you. And then the bully's like, well, I guess we're just going to have to keep being mean and vicious and nasty. That's where we're at. It's not getting any better. I want to thank everybody who did the Monday Night Live, the zoo last night, by the way. And our network is growing and our influence is growing. And I want to encourage everybody to keep writing and calling and texting and emailing your politicians in Washington, your congressmen, your senators, every politician whose address you can get. Use X, Twitter, to communicate with them and tell them what you think. Whether they're a good guy or girl and you support them, or they're a ding dong and and you criticize them. And I do that quite often. Right? The ones that are getting criticized, they've earned it. I want you to put yourself in the position of Trump as best you can. You ran for president to represent the people of the United States of America, and you were attacked. You were lied about, said you were a Russian asset. The mainstream media, who once loved you, hates you, attacks you. They go after you. Ultimately, they impeach you. They cheat you out of an election. They investigate you. They sue you numerous times in high-profile fraud cases, like the rape case and the 34 felony counts case. It's all BS. And then they go to your house with armed FBI agents, with orders to kill anyone who resists. And once again, you're the president, you're Trump. You resist and fight through all of that. Not violently, but legally and fairly and nicely and justly. Right? Your family's threatened. And then you make it through all of that crap to continue to campaign, to be president again. To have someone shoot you through the head, but miss your head and only go through your ear, which is attached to your head. To barely miss being assassinated. And then to have someone else, just weeks later, lying in wait to shoot you again. And then to find out that the Secret Service sent their least competent people to protect you. That they stood down and allowed shooters into range. That there's a lot more going on than they're even telling us. That law enforcement didn't respond. The Secret Service dragged their feet. And then you get to the election, right, against one of the worst possible candidates ever, and you beat them squarely, fairly, despite media, despite cheating, to discover what? To discover what? Right? That you're going to be called the enemy of the country and Hitler and Nazi. Would you put up with all that? I wouldn't. Only to have them threaten violence when they don't like the fact that you, Trump, have put up with all of that, including assassination attempts and threats on your life and your family, continuously. To be attacked, and attacked, and attacked, and attacked. And then told, well, since we can't win, we're going to get violent against you next. For members of the military to go to CNN and say they're going to form a coup and ignore presidential orders. We're in a very, very dangerous and precariously scary place in American history. Are you ready for it? Are you prepared? Semper Fi, God bless America, chance favors the prepared mind.